Draculas here, RK3 Designs, and today I'm going to show you the quickest, easiest marble there is. I have a lot of people that come to our classes, or they'll email me and they said, I just want something very quick, very easy. I have a rental house, or I'm redoing a bathroom and I don't have much time, or I have a sink that I can't take out and I need something very easy and quick. So what I've decided to do is show you a product that is very easy to use, very quick, and very user-friendly. So we're gonna kind of put a little bit of twist on it. We're not gonna just do just the bare bones. We're gonna kind of bling it up a little bit. Okay, so what I've done is take Stone Coat Countertop Epoxy, and I've mixed half of it and tinted it with the black opaque dye from Alumilite. And then I've taken the other and I've tinted it with the black mica powder from Stone Coat Countertop. All right, equal amounts. It doesn't have to be equal. This is very, very easy, very adjustable. In fact, you can do this finish without doing the mica powder, or you could do the whole top with the mica powder. I just like to kind of put them together because it gives a little depth. All right, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna lay my product down. Now this is actually a sample board that we use in our class to teach our students how to build edges and also how to do drop-in sinks. So I've decided to get another use out of it and show you guys a really cool finish. Like I said, if you're working on a piece where you can't move it, existing top in place, this is a really good finish. All right, as you can see, very random. Take my hand. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna meld this together. I do not want to over mix it. We want to be able to see the separation in the product. Now for video sakes, we're gonna pretend that either side of this vanity is gonna be a wall. So our only finished edge is gonna be the front edge. All right, so I wanna make sure I get product on the inside of this edge. Take my hands, and also when I use my hands, you notice I didn't trowel and I didn't chop. I use my hands a lot because I can really manipulate the epoxy. Also, it helps not to entrain bubbles, and also I don't have to worry about brush hairs getting into my surface. So I do use my hands a lot. All right, I'm gonna come around to the front. And I'm just gonna pull that material over the edge. Now when I'm doing my edges, I will constantly come back and I will pick up drips and I'll put them back on my edge so that I make sure I have plenty of material on my edges. Now I want to kind of, I've messed with my top and I've kind of caused some different designs on the top. So what I want to do now that I have all my material spread, I want to come back and make a striated pattern with my hands and just kind of get everything running the same way. All right. Good, I'm gonna grab my torch. So on my edges, I'm very careful not to use too much heat because what happens is that material is gonna wanna run off anyway because the epoxy is trying to self-level. So I'll constantly bring epoxy back, put it on my edge, hit it just a tiny bit, and it'll start to flow down. Now, as it starts to set up, I'll keep checking back and make sure I'm not getting little drips. If that happens, a couple of things I can do. I can hit it with just a little bit of heat to help that product run down. Or if my epoxy is still fluid enough, I'll pick up some more epoxy and I'll put it back on my edges and then smooth it out. But again, I'm not going to use too much heat on that because I don't want to run all of that product off the edge. Okay, so I know you guys that watch my videos always know I say this. This could be a finish on its own. I know you're laughing at me right now, but I'm gonna take it to the next level. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get a little bit of white spray paint, just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna get epoxy on my hands. And now I'm going to get a little bit more. I want it to be enough for when I rub my hand together, I have enough material that I can feel it. Now I'm going to take that white and I'm going to spray it on my hand. And then this dilutes it, all right? And this helps me to be able to spread just a little bit of color and spread it very softly. So I'm going to kind of hit ever so often. Ooh, yeah, I like that. And I just want to barely bring any color into the finish. Just a little bit. I'm even going to kind of bring some on the edge and let it roll over. That's kind of cool. Now, if you want more white, if you really want it to have quite a bit more white, you can definitely run your hand more. I just want it in very, very small sections. So I'm gonna let this set for just a couple of minutes. And the reason I do that, I like to see what the epoxy and the spray paint does to each other. They kind of fight. And they really cause some really cool designs all on their own without me having to touch it. So I kind of like to let that sit for a couple of minutes and then go on to the next step. You could even torch it. And just the torching actually will cause that spray paint and that epoxy to react. And you can get some really cool designs. Like right here. I really like how this is starting to kind of make a selling effect. And I haven't done anything except put the paint on the surface. So what I'm doing now is coming in with the bright silver mica powder from Stone Coat Countertop. I've mixed 1/4 ounce with 8 ounces of isopropyl alcohol. Make sure you really shake your bottle. And I'm gonna come in with a very fine mist, nice and high, and I'm just gonna kind of mist over the surface. And all this is doing is bringing me some background effects. This is all background. Or actually, you could stop right here and then this would be a complete finish, which is kind of cool. All right, so I'm really liking this. If I wanted to walk away, this would definitely be a really cool, kind of a soft marble, black marble effect. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna come in and really add some fun effects by using one of my favorite quick products. It's Montana Marble Effects, and it's like silly string. Remember those days when we were little, we had the little cans of silly string? So that's really what it is. And you can get some really cool looks, quick looks. And it's really good for doing spaces where you can't remove the top, where you can't tilt, or you may have a integrated backsplash where you need your design to stay. So I've got some videos that show you how to use this before you ever put any epoxy down, and it'll stay on the backsplash. But we're gonna use it today on top of our epoxy. All right, so, and I'm gonna get pretty crazy with it. I'm gonna put quite a bit on the surface because I really want this to give a really neat look. So, I'm just gonna start laying it over the top. And I'm not gonna go just one direction. I'm gonna go different directions so that I get all different kinds of designs. Now, you'll notice that because I'm going over wet material, that it's gonna cause a little bit of a bump. And that's okay, because when I put my flood coat, it will level out and be as smooth as glass. All right, so I've done the top, making sure that I've gotten inside of my bowl. Now I'm gonna come around and do the front edges. Okay, so guys, that's it. That's how totally simple this finish is. You could do a whole bathroom in a matter of minutes, literally. And you could also come in here, just tint your epoxy black, do your marble effects. The next day, flood coat it, and boom, you've got a great finish. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for future notifications. That way you will know when we upload the next video. Check out our website. It will give you all of the supplies that we used for this and previous tutorials. Check out our online class as well, Online Epoxy Pro. And remember, guys, don't be scared. Move forward and be creative.